Hey guys, we're going to go over some charts in a minute, just playing a little Moby, Extreme Waves. Hey guys, that's Moby, Extreme Waves from the movie Bourne Ultimatum. I'm sure you guys know it. Moby was pretty cool. He was kind of big in the late 90s, early 2000s. He's still touring, you know, he's still doing his thing. So let's go over some charts. Not a whole lot of economic news out there. Obviously, the Greek news is still the big dark cloud over the world economy. We don't know what's going to go on there. We know that they are in default. They voted, Sunday, they voted no to the terms of the creditors, and they are now going to submit another proposal today. Apparently there's the IMF and the ECB is giving them another 48 hours. It's unbelievable. This is like a saga that's been going on since, I think, March, for like 3 months. It's really pathetic. But it is what it is. So we'll see what proposal they submit. If it's anything near the creditor's terms, who knows? I haven't heard one way or the other yet. I don't even think they submitted it yet. So we'll see what goes on. But we do have some trade setups to look at today. This one you're looking at here, 4 hour. Oh, well, you know what? If they decide not to pay and not to pay it back in the future, they're going to be kicked out of the Eurozone. They won't be able to use the euro. It's going to hurt the euro, obviously, and that's exactly what. And we've written this on our blog. It's exactly what Goldman Sachs wants. Goldman Sachs call for the euros to go to parity, and then below parity to I believe around 85 or 86 cents to the dollar. It's their number one call for 2015. They put that out towards the end of 2014. If they don't pay, they'll be kicked out of the euro. They'll essentially be bankrupt. Their economy will get even worse than it already is. I don't know what their unemployment is now, probably around 25%. And who knows if anyone else will lend to them, right? From what I've been reading, they've been trying to get money from and trying to get some loans from China and Russia, and so far they've been kind of balking at lending them. Obviously, why would you lend them when they're defaulting to the eurozone, right? So they're in dire straits there in Greece. Although the Greece politicians are trying to act like they're not. They were telling the people of Greece not to vote for the creditors' terms, to say no when they got what they wanted. If I was the person living in Greece, I would have voted, hell yeah, I would have voted yes. Get the bank, because the banks are closed. Get the banks reopened so I can get my money. Right now, the banks are closed. You can't take more than 60 euros out a day out of an ATM machine. It's limited. And there's talk that the government's going to take 30% of the deposit of your money that's in the bank. So it's absolutely insane, and it's incredible that the people voted for him. It's actually the perfect example of how socialism has completely warped people's brains. People believe that the government has their best interest for them, especially a socialistic society. They are completely brainwashed by the government. And here the government told them to vote no. Over 60-some-odd% of the people that voted no. And now they're staring at them even at a worse problem. It's unbelievable. But anyway, so let's get to the trade setups. First one you look at here is Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. This is a 4-hour time frame, or I should say 4-hour chart. Goes back to around April, the end of March. You can see it's clearly in an uptrend, and it's been holding that support line very nicely. We'll be looking to take this long as it continues to hold this green trend line. And you see these moving averages. We want to see them close above the moving averages. So just like you saw here, how it held and then closed above these moving averages, nice long. Over here as well, down at this one, held the trend line nicely and closed above the moving averages. So that's what we're going to look for here. So far it's holding it. It's trying to pull in a little bit more today, but it's got a ways to go to hold it. It's got about 30 pips or so more to downside to hold it. I mean, it doesn't have to hold it perfectly as this one didn't. It held it for the most part, right? But as soon as it reverses and gets through those trend lines, either pops through it tremendously strong or closes above it on a 4-hour, we'll be looking to take that long. Australian dollar, US dollar, 4-hour as well. This one is a little bit more choppy action, although since the beginning of May, I guess that is middle of May, it's been in a downtrend and formed a wedge pattern, which finally broke down through. This was a call we had last week saying we were looking for a rebound up to above the trend lines and then break down. It just completely broke. The other call was once it takes out the green trend line here and these bottoms was a good place to take it short. So it worked out really nice for us there. If this thing reverses and can reverse back above these moving averages, maybe attempt to break this green trend line or at least hold it. I mean, may make an attempt to break through it and fail and then reverse down below the moving averages. We'd probably be looking to take it short. Obviously, this is not going to happen today. Here's a New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen. Again, 4-hour time frame, going back to like the end of March. Clearly in a downtrend, at least from this point up here in the upper left of the video, which is towards the end of about the third week of April. Clearly in a downtrend. Same thing here. You know, we're looking for a move up back above the moving averages and then a break down below. Possibly a move above the moving averages. We may look to take it short once it bumps up against this trend line as it did here. So that's one to keep on the radar. Again, doesn't look like it happened today, but you never know. New Zealand dollar, US dollar. Another one, clearly 4-hour time frame, clearly in a downtrend, right? Beautiful moving averages down. You got trend lines down. So we're going to look for this thing to reverse up, at least up to the green trend line or just above that. And then thank you for the hearts, guys, by the way. And then break down below it. Could happen today. It's possible. It's not that far away. US dollar, Canadian dollar. This one's a little bit more choppy for sure on a 4-hour. Broke out through that wedge pattern from forming here, and then you have another tight wedge pattern here with this trend line up. Obviously, it doesn't look like this is going to happen today, but again, we'll be looking for it to come down to these moving averages and maybe reverse up through them again. So, not too crazy about that one. Let's see what else we got here. All right, let's see. Okay. Okay, so this is New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen. This is for more of a scalp, you know. This is a 1-hour chart that you're looking at here. The white and green is the actual currency pair, and the blue is our algorithm. Okay, it's looking for, our algorithm's looking for a continuation to pull down on this 1-hour chart. It's giving 92% chance that it's going to come in. We can look at this New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen on a 4-hour as well, right? Definitely in a downtrend on a daily. It's been in a downtrend since the end of April. The daily algorithm is given a confliction from what we're looking on the 1-hour and the 4-hour, but it's only a 53% chance. So with that said, we're going to go back to the 1-hour, and we're going to be looking to take this thing short. We're going to see if it consolidates down here for a little bit. This is just a 1-hour chart, and then busts down. 92% chance that it does, so we'll take those odds. And the last one we're going to go over with our algorithm is the US dollar Japanese yen. This is a daily chart that you're looking at here. Obviously, we had some consolidation, a breakout, and it has pulled back. It's consolidating. Algorithm's looking for, the algorithm's been pretty much dead on since the 3rd week of May with this thing. Oh, you're welcome very much. You're welcome. No problem. We're looking at a 76% chance that this comes in with a short. Not completely crazy about it, but it's one to watch for sure. Let me look at the 1 hour on US dollar Japanese yen. This has got a 71% chance of pulling in, you know, and sort of making like a U, not quite a V, but a U. So we'll see there. And then the 4 hour chart algorithm is definitely looking for a pull in, although it's only 42% chance. So we'll go back to the day chart on this. So you have all 3 time frames pretty much confirming at least some sort of a pullback, you know, 40, 50 pips, with the daily 76% chance. So with the highest odds on the daily. So we'll definitely look at those 2 as well from the algorithm. So that's it for today. That's all we got. We'll go back. We'll end here with a little bit of Moby. And if you're gonna trade today, good luck. Keep your stops. You know, stick to them. Set them and stick to them. Thanks for the hearts again, guys.